Welcome to Surfside Stories. I am so honored today have here in the studio with me the one, the only Allie Privette. I've been watching this lady for a number of years now, doing shows, singing all types of songs, and whatever you put out, this lady could sing it. But we know who she is now. What we don't know is who she was. How did she get into music? So let's start out. When was the first time, Allie, that you ever sang a song in public? And tell us about it.
Well, in public or like with beach
Either
music.
Okay. We're going to start the first time. If you was 8 years old or 3 years old.
And we rolled back. I actually didn't start until I found out what karaoke was.
Oh, okay. I got to hear this story.
So I got a karaoke machine when I was a kid, and had CDs and tapes and all that stuff with the karaoke on it. But I really didn't find my voice until I found out the karaoke bars in Wilmington, North Carolina, when I went to school.
Oh.
Yes. And then all of a sudden I was like, people were like, oh my gosh, you can sing. And I'm like, can I? I don't know. I haven't really found my voice yet. And finally I found it. And
so you were in college when you first started singing.
Yep.
Go ahead. Yeah.
That was the only good thing that came out of UNCW. I was there for a year and I got whipped out real fast.
Okay, carry on.
But no, so I ended up going to a recording studio in Wilmington called Cape Fear Studios, and a guy named Michael Waggett. He's real popular down there and actually lives in Nashville and everything now. But anyways, he took me there and we recorded 3 tracks, like demos. And I remember sending it to my mom, and I was like, I think I found my calling. And my mom's like, that's not you singing. I was like, yeah, it is.
So he spotted you in a bar and then went in the studio?
Yep, and he basically was like, let's just do a demo and see what you sound like recording.
Yeah.
So I did. And then after I got kicked out of school,
resigned.
Yeah, after I failed out, whatever. No, anyways, I went back home to Fayetteville and ended up going through dental assisting school, and I would sing karaoke all over the place in Fayetteville, and then I.
Let's back up. You were from Fayetteville originally? Is that where you were born?
Born
See, I never knew that.
You never knew I was from Fayetteville?
I did not. Okay.
Yep. Not an Army brat either. Just born and raised.
That was my next question.
Exactly. Everybody does it.
So you didn't, when you were growing up in Fayetteville, you weren't in the music part or doing anything?
No, not really. I would my parents raised me on beach music, and so I would go to this arts museum and see all the beach music bands, and that's where I met most of them. But I never sang or anything, never performed.
Anyway, let's go back to the studio. You got some demos.
Yes, cut some demos. And it was kind of like, okay, that was fun. And then I went back to, went to dental assisting school and was a dental assistant for a while. And then I met a guy from the Embers who ended up introducing me more into the music part of it. And we ended up dating for a long time, but he's the one that really got me into meeting, a lot of the beach music bands, and actually they become friends. They became some of my really close friends.
Yeah.
And then I ended up moving to Raleigh as a dental assistant, and that's where we lived, is in Raleigh. And so we went to TJ's all the time.
That's a given in Raleigh.
Yeah, every Thursday it was North Hills and TJ's. North Hills in Scrubs or not, it didn't matter. I was there. But Jim actually was the first person that got me on stage to sing a song with him, because he found out I could sing. And then I got on stage with Band of Oz and did Don't Stop Believing, and all of a sudden my voice started getting out there. And people were like, have y'all heard this Allie girl, and so I'd sing, Jim got me on Fun Monday one year, and I've got to go to what I think is Danville, Virginia.
Yeah.
And he opened up for Darius Rucker, and he got me to sing with him there. I mean, so he was getting me out there.
Exposure.
Yeah. And then lo and behold, Molly Askins from Sea Cruise wanted to take a break. So I got a phone call from Dino, and I auditioned they wanted me to come and audition for their band. And then that's how I came about with Secrets.
So when did you pick up Midnight, and how did that work?
So I was with Secret. I started with Secrets in 2011, and then Butch Barnes, he wanted to go do DJing and kind of take a break from it for a little bit. And that was in 2014, and then we had like American Idol auditions.
Yeah.
For Midnight Alley. I don't know if you remember that, but
did not know that.
Yeah, so we set it all up in the galleon, and Jessica really helped me out with all that. And we had judges, and the band members literally came in and auditioned, and it was like pure American Idol setup. It was really cool, but yeah. So then I found.
Whose idea was that to do that?
It was actually Jessica's, and
Okay.
and Jim, and we all talked about it, and Jessica was like, I just think that would be really cool.
Oh, I bet that was great. I don't recall that, but I bet that would have been wonderful.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. But then I found, the band, and then we debuted on October 3rd of 2014 was our first show. And Jim actually opened up for me.
Oh, did he?
Probably the only time, first and only time, but it's okay.
Oh, that's awesome that you, man, I can't believe it. I haven't get the name Midnight, though. Where'd that come from?
You're gonna laugh when you
okay. Another good story.
You're definitely gonna laugh. It is hilarious because everyone's like, "Where did y'all come up? That's a freaking awesome name." And I'm like, a computer generated that name for me. So I went on Google, and I went on like a band name generator, and I put in my name, and the first one to pop up was Midnight Alley, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's awesome."
It stuck.
And then and I'll never forget, Jim was playing at the pavilion, and they had a break, or they were on a break or something. Anyways, and I ran out to him. I was like, I found my band name. And he was like, what? I was like, Midnight Alley. And he said, oh my gosh, that's perfect. And so, yeah, we went with it.
Well, it fits so well. I mean, it rolls off your tongue.
Oh, yeah.
You can remember that. Now, you stayed with that for a while. Now, how long have you actually been with Sea Cruise now? Since 14?
Since 2011.
2011, okay.
So off and on for 14 years. It's crazy, isn't it?
What's your favorite part about traveling with the band?
The stories.
Tell me one.
There's a lot. But the best part of traveling with Dino and Butch, I mean, because, Dino's
good guys.
Oh, yeah. And they've been in it for 40 years or more. And, but the stories, I mean, they're hilarious. They are, there's a lot of them. With Bo Strauss, I can't tell a lot with Bo Strauss. No.
Especially.
No.
I understand that concept.
But it was like some of them are funny about how Ray, what was one? Ray Scott, because Ray Scott is a big, he followed the Fantastic Shakers and helped them out.
And he's been around forever.
Oh, yeah. And he helped them out for years. And, but there was one where they all went to, I think it was Ducks or the Pad or something like that. And they pulled an all-nighter and then came out and they couldn't find the bus. And they were all looking for it. And I'm like, where is it? Somebody stole it. And it was sitting there parking in the parking lot, like right in front of them. And then like Bill or somebody came out and was like, it's right there. It's just the stories. I mean, they go on and on forever. Some of them are hilariously bad.
I can imagine.
I don't know how some of them are still alive. But
what's the worst part of traveling?
No sleep. It was, especially with Sea Cruise. I mean, Midnight Alley traveled a lot too, but with Sea Cruise, I'll never forget. We played at Boom Boom's. Yeah. And then I think Boom Boom's was until 11 o'clock at night or something. And then we had to get into the car and get all the way to Hilton Head. And we had a gig at Hilton Head at I think it was 12 o'clock or something. Or, I know it was a morning thing for the Shaggers. I think it was 9. And so no sleep.
No sleep.
But, and then the furthest we traveled was we left on after Creek Rats. We played Creek Rats every Wednesday. That was like our home base.
Oh, okay.
And we went and all the way up to Virginia to Maryland and played at Chesapeake Bay and had 7 gigs in a row.
Wow.
Yeah, all the way up, and then we came all the way
In the
back
Maryland
down.
area, you had 7 days in a row. Wow.
Well, not in the Maryland, but we
in the area.
But
Yeah.
well, we had dates all the way up
Road,
to yes,
okay, road dates, yeah.
yeah. But it was. I mean, it's exhausting. That's the exhausting part, you know. And I don't think a lot of fans and stuff, they don't realize what goes on behind the scenes. They just see this show, and it's like we have to set up, play, break down, travel. You know,
a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell me something. To you, I ask everybody this: what is beach music?
What is beach music? Family, number one. Family.
Great. That's a great answer right there.
It is. But it's just I think it's and you've got, it's a whole thing of different genres of music all put into one. And I don't know. It's not hard to explain, but it kind of is, because it's like we have something very special. And a lot of, most industries only have one genre of music. And ours is collaboration of everything, really. Yeah. And
we have a lot of older music redone. We got a lot of new music coming in. Different artists, like Jim's songs are a little different from, say, Gary Louder. I mean, even within that genre, we have some different things that really bring people out.
Yeah, and I mean, and now the country thing's coming through, and people are putting the country mix on songs and everything. I mean, it's just a really cool.
And some people are taking the country songs and putting the beach mix on it.
Exactly.
And they both fit in the jive. If the people can shag to it, if it's 110 to 122 beats, depends on whether beginner, intermediate, they love it, right?
Oh yeah.
So how do you call the difference between the band members of the beach music family and the shag members of the beach music family?
Well, being with a shagger for a while, I've dated a lot of guys. Okay, I went from bands to shags. Okay. But it is a totally different world, because I competed a couple times.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
And it is definitely different. Their music that they shag to is more of what they call the Black and Dead music, 1920s music. And it's just totally, it's totally different. I mean, they really don't like beach bands. They don't.
I picked up on that.
Yeah. Okay. They don't. But one reason I recorded Danny's All-Star Joint is because of the shaggers.
Oh,
because some of them would come and see me just because I was competing in that world too, and but they then I started thinking about it. I'm like, the actual competitive shaggers and the true shaggers are they hate our music. I mean, they really do. I mean, they don't want to dance. I mean, they love it, but they don't, they don't want to dance to that.
Yeah.
I don't want to say hate. That's a strong word, but,
it's not their choice.
So in my mind, I said, I'm going to start, I really need to start recording some of these older songs for them. And then that's when I was like, Danny's All-Star Joy is hard as hell to learn. God, it was. Lots of words. Yeah. But, it was much needed, and that when I was with Midnight Alley, and then next thing you know, I think somebody competed to it once, and
well, I didn't realize that you had been in the shag world. You're the first person that I've had the honor of doing a podcast with that's been in both worlds.
Yeah,
and that is quite interesting of how you made it. Now, did you do any other songs that made it over to the shag world?
No, I mean, Danny's All-Star Joint was the number one that I did, because you've heard that shaggers have competed at that for years, but I never have gotten another chance to do another one. But there's so many out there that I still have that in my mind to combine them. Like, why can't we
make a song that'll cross.
Yeah,
How did you
exactly.
pick the one that you did? How did it come about?
Well, I was dating Chad Farlow at the time, and his daughter Ava
Uh-huh.
loved that song, and so that's the one I picked.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting.
Yeah.
So, where do you see yourself going in the music world? You're still a young person compared to the average person in the music world. You're one of the kids.
I am.
So you are, and
I think I'm still the youngest one in this band.
yeah, I
think I am. But no, I really want to. After Jim recorded that song and I did the backup vocals or the background vocals on it, it made me realize watching him work was amazing.
Which song are you talking about?
Wait for
Wait for me. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about that, so let's go ahead and talk about it.
Oh my gosh. Why I've never worked with Jim on any songs. I mean, that's our first thing that we've ever done together. And he would send me, as it progressed, the different versions and all this stuff. And to watch him though work in a studio it just amazed me, and it made me realize how fun it is when it is your own song. And he'd tell me to do something and I go, okay, I'll try it, and go do it. And then if it didn't work, let's try this, let's try that. But to watch him work gave me really the incentive to write my own music, or have him write my own music, and
collaborate,
work together and come up with something of my own, because I've never had my own song. Everybody thinks Hey Eugene is my own, but it's not. It's by a band named Pink Martini in New Jersey. Yeah. So that's my next goal.
Now you had another legend, Mark Black, in the studio there with you. He does so many good things.
Oh my gosh.
He can turn some songs around just with his sax.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like it. And the way that he ad-libbed on the end of that song was just amazing. Just came up with it. But he actually recorded his parts different than I did, so I wasn't able to be in the studio with him. But
well, that happens quite often with Mark.
Yeah. So
that's a really good song, by the way.
He did good.
I've been a Jim Quick fan for a long time, and I really think this is one of his best ones yet.
That's all I've heard
from
everybody.
I really think it's one of his best ones yet. I don't think I've had a chance to actually tell him that, but I need to, or you can deliver the message for
me.
Or
you can deliver it right here. Right?
Yeah, that is one of it. Not your best song yet. I might test him when we get off the show and let him know that. Okay, so you said going up.
And it's gonna I took a break from beach music for a while. I went to dental hygiene school, and after Midnight Alley,
and you're still working in that field, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I kind of took a break from it, and I would sing with Dino and Molly, and here and there do those kind of things. But and then I came out with Ain't Nobody like 3 years ago, and I'm kind of slowly getting back into it, but and it's going to take some time, because once you step away, in this industry, it's like if you're not there, people forget you. I mean, they do. But my goal though for this year is to come out with my own song, number one, and then to get back into recording, and Sea Cruise, we're going to be performing more. And
y'all going on an actual cruise with someone soon, aren't you?
Well, the Isla Mirada trip. It's October.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's exciting. So Riptide Radio is the one, Eileen and John Hendrickson, they're the ones that sponsor it for Riptide. And we go down to Isla Mirada, and this will be our 4th year going. And it's neat because everything is at the resort. So they have all of the venues that we play on, they're like under tiki huts and stuff like that. One of them's at a tiki bar that we play. And so it's really nice, and their setup's just perfect for a band.
How long are you there? How many days?
We're there from, I think, Sunday to Friday.
Okay.
I want to say it.
So you'll be staying on land for the people that get seasick. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, it's a destination. Yeah. It's not a cruise. But
well, for a lot of people, that's all they can handle.
Oh yeah.
And that's a great thing to be offering for them.
Yeah. It's nice. Yeah. And Isla Mirada is gorgeous. So.
Been there, love the place.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. And they just redid the resort. It's beautiful. So,
What do you see 2 years from now, 3 years from now?
hopefully being back on the nomination ballot of the Grammys. I don't care about winning.
Okay, I love it. Let's talk about how you're going to get there. That's a great goal in this industry. That is a great goal, and a lot of people that I work with, that's their goal, to get nominated.
Yeah.
Because that in itself is a win.
Oh my God, yeah, it
absolutely.
is. Especially with all the new female singers out there too. I mean, there's everybody's a different singer. There's so much talent, and so
Well, you do realize you're the only third female I've done out of all these.
Oh, the third one.
Yeah, it's only the third female that I've done out of all these.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I should have had you first right after Jim. But
I was chopped liver.
I was just learning I was in the learning mode. But yeah, go ahead.
No, so I mean, I think to get there, I'm gonna have to. I think the biggest thing is recording, because if you don't have your songs, even though you can get nominated, for certain categories without having something out, but I think that's, people want to hear my music and people want to hear me sing, and I think that's the biggest thing I need to do is just start really concentrating on that. And then with Sea Cruise, now that Butch, Gino, and myself are all together again, and we're getting more gigs and performing more too. So
you do realize you're already going to be nominated for collaboration. I mean, and forgive me,
yeah.
your song with Jim will be nominated for collaboration. It's a given.
It's perfect.
It's a given. Absolutely. So, where do you prefer going in the studio? Any studios that you feel more comfortable in than others?
I always work with all studios with Keith Houston. That's and it's so nice because that's the only person I've really ever recorded with.
Oh, really?
Okay. And so when I go in there, it's easy because he knows my voice. And it's I don't even have to really do a sound check anymore. It's just like he starts singing, and I know his technique and he knows mine, and it's just and he's good at what he does. For sure.
It's a reason he's won Engineer of the Year 22 times.
Exactly, he's very good at what he does.
Yeah, I'm a short time in producing myself, but I've used Keith. I worked with him 3 times, and been fantastic every time. We've actually, like you say, he's a quick learner on who you are, what you want, and how it works. I don't know. There's a lot of good people out there, but Keith, up to this point, has been one of the best I've ever worked with.
Oh, yeah. He's the only one I've ever worked with. I can't really compare anybody else.
Well, you had that one early on where you did the demo.
Yeah.
That was a totally different.
Yeah.
Now, you said something about writing songs?
Yeah, I'm not really a songwriter, but I want to give it a try. And I was talking to Jim. Jim's a songwriter, but I was talking to Jim. I was like, well, I could try to write it and have you edit it. And he goes, we don't edit. Allie, we do not edit. And I was like, well, help me with it.
He can assist.
Exactly.
If you were to write a song today, what would it be about?
I really don't know.
Would you think something that's happened in your life the last
love
12 minutes? That's kind of what I was thinking with your current situation. Yes. I think that would be a very good thing. Now, you're living here in North Myrtle Beach now, is that correct?
Yes, I'm back home.
Back home, yeah. Now, you were in Wilmington for a while.
Well, no, I was actually, so I kind of made my way down.
Okay.
But I was in Winston-Salem. I left in 2020 and moved to Winston-Salem, and I was there for 4 years.
Okay.
And then I thought, since I used to live in Raleigh, let me try out Raleigh again and see how that is. And I got a job right off the bat in Cary, and so I ended up moving to Cary and loved where I lived. It's this new place called the Fenton, and it's beautiful. It's almost like North Hills with the shops and the restaurants down, and then you have the apartments.
Love North Hills.
And that's exactly what it's like. But it just wasn't. It's changed a lot. And plus, I realized all my friends that are there are in their 30s.
Yeah.
And I tried hard to hang with them. I did. But I was
thought you were there with them.
No, I wish I was. I'm not. I'm in the 4.0 era. but yeah, I mean, we had a blast. Don't get me wrong. And I actually started getting into the music scene there. They have, but there's a majority of country stuff. But they would get me up and sing. I met a lot of musicians that are incredible in Raleigh, and
Were you sing with bands or karaoke?
no, with bands.
Okay.
Yeah, they would get me up and do some things, and um, but I just wasn't happy, and every time I would come to the beach to perform with Sea Cruise, I started to realize more and more that this is my home, and everything worked out perfect. It was, but I was actually thinking about moving to Wilmington. That's why I work in Wilmington.
Oh, okay. Well,
But I'm glad my job is amazing though. I mean, it's the best dental office I've ever worked for in my life. So, the commute is worth it.
and that gives you the freedom to still do what you need to or want to music wise.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I work part time. All the hygienists there work part time, and um, yeah, it's very very nice when especially with like cruises and trips that I'm going to be performing on. They're real lenient about that. As long as you have somebody to work for you. Yeah. So I'm like, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a personal question.
Uh
Tell
oh.
me.
Let me take a sip.
Take a sip. You're gonna need it. What is the best part of hanging out with Jim Quick, and what is the worst part of hanging out with Jim Quick?
The best part is laughing 24/7. That's all we do. And I mean, we have a ball. I mean, we do. We've been best friends for 25 years, a long, long time. And we basically have lived life together through both of our relationships, back and forth, back and forth. And finally, you've realized, like, okay, this is my person and my soulmate, and this is who I need to be with. And once that happens, it's the perfect timing. It's just like fireworks.
Right place, right time.
Yep. And God went, here you can finally y'all can be together. So thank you. But no, we laugh and joke, and we've been like this past Christmas we went to Charleston, just the two of us, and then we went to New York, and it's traveling together. Charleston was our first trip together, like so you never know.
I saw some pictures from that.
Oh yeah. But we tore up that town from top to I mean, had a ball, and then it just made it that much better. It was like, oh my god, okay, you are my person. And yeah, the worst thing is his cell phone, and I tell him that to his face.
Oh, okay, tell
That's
me.
The worst. His cell phone. That boy wakes up in the morning, and that cell phone does not stop from the time he wakes up to the time he gets to bed. But
texting, calling.
Oh yeah,
both.
Everything. But he has to. I mean, that's his life. I mean,
that's how he becomes a person at the center of people. He is such a center of beach music.
Oh, he is.
Yes, he really is. And people want to see what he's doing. They want to know what he's doing. His radio show, and I know you go in the studio once in a while with him. I've actually been there before when you were there. But what he does in the studio is just awesome.
Oh, it's amazing, yeah.
You ever try to go in and work with him? I know you'd go in.
I go and say a few things, but I've never tried to actually do it.
I think it would be good.
Yeah. Maybe like once a month. Have the Jim and Allie show.
Hey, that would work. Even if you only do an hour.
Exactly, yeah.
That's something we're going to work on. We'll talk to him about it. Okay, tell me the last thing that you would want to do in the beach music world this year before this year's over.
The last thing?
Yeah, if you had one thing that said like the most important thing you'd want to do this year.
The most important thing I want to do is record. I have to record a song. That's like not even. I have to record a song.
But do you have a song in mind? I know you can't tell us.
No, because I got to write it first. It's gonna be one of my, and that is like the biggest thing. I've had so many people send me songs, and they're all great, and it amazes me how many people really listen to my voice and will take that and find different songs for me, and it's like they hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
But I really want my own. And I want to be able to start from finish the whole project and be able to do that, because it was just so much fun. I mean, but Jim, it was just so much fun recording that song, and it just made me realize I'm like, this is really what music is about, because there's notes in that song I never knew I could hit. Period.
Really?
I never knew it until Jim said, "Go hit this note." And I said, "I'll try it." And man, if it didn't come out,
I'll go back and listen to that again.
But there's stuff in there, but I've never been tested like that, because everything I've recorded has been covers, and so you just record it like you hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You try to make it your own. Like, "Hey Eugene, we made it one and only, made it our own." I mean, but still, you're singing. You're still kind of singing like the artist, you know. So.
Would you believe our time is up?
No, it's not. It's been 30 minutes.
Right at you with 27 minutes.
Dang on, you're right. That's going fast.
It does.
Well, let's go for an hour, Way. We can sit here all day.
Well, what we could do, we could cut it and do the next the next show.
Part 1. This
Part 1 and part 2. This is definitely part 1
yes.
of our day with Allie Privette. And I can assure you there will be a part 2.
Yeah, there definitely is going to be part 2.
Yeah, this is so much fun. Folks, thank you so much for listening in. You know you can go to SurfsideStories.com. You can click on the audio. It'll take you right to Spotify. You can go to YouTube and click on Surfside Stories. And when you do, please subscribe. But you'll have all the videos on there. You can watch them. Or you can go on Roku TV, Beach Music Live channel, and you can see them on Roku TV.
I didn't know that.
So that you're going to be on TV, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for listening, Allie. Thank you so much. It's been awesome. It's been so wonderful. I don't believe I've had this much fun during one yet.
I told you it'll be different.
Amen. Love it. Folks, we'll see you next week.